Okay. I think we are live and ready to roll. We are live in Facebook, my 2 Facebook pages, and YouTube. Yeah, I finally got it going, guys. The computer is very, very slow tonight. I don't know what's going on. But greetings and welcome to Spiritual Magic Journey. This is your weekly Oracle card reading for October the 20th, November the 4th of 2018. Yes, we are already here, guys. Going into November. Y'all ready for Halloween? Or Samhain, as some like to call it. I am using Crystal Wind Oracle deck by Antonio de Liberato, and the artwork is by Lisa Iris. So let me get my smoke signals going here, and we will get going. I see there's a small delay. I don't know what's got my computer running so slow today. Well, I've been on it all day working, but the internet is going very, very slow. There's no way I could have pre-recorded this and then tried to upload it. It would just take too long. So I'm going live, and I don't mind going live and winging it. You know, I know Spirit has my back, so let's get these cleansing and blessing this area. I'll call it smoke signals. Let's get started. I will be drawing the 3 cards, guys, so you can listen or choose a card. I'm sure you will get something out of one of these cards. Let's ring our bell for Spirit to come forth and help us out. So, what's going on for this week of the 29th, going into November? Yes, so you guys going trick-or-treating, or you gonna take little ones Halloween trick-or-treating? You're taking your trick-or-treating? What are you guys doing Halloween? A few more shuffles. I hope everyone does have a wonderful, blessed, safe week as we go into November. So, this will be card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. So, just take a deep breath, relax, pick a card, pick a number, and let's get started, or just listen to all 3 messages. So, what do we have under card number 1? Ishtar, desire, love, and fertility. Desire, love, and fertility. Let's see what the book has to say about this card, and I will expand if Spirit wants me to. And I don't see it here, so it's got to be listed under something else. Like I said, I don't pre-do these. I just wing it. Ishtar, so it could be... So just bear with me. Let me find it in the book. It's not under the I, so it's got to be something else. If you do hear any noises in the background, guys, that is Tristan, my little Jack Russell Terrier, carrying a treat, dropping it, making it when I'm recording, but I love her, and that is fine. So I see Isis. This is what happens. Oh, there it is. I just needed to back up one page. Let me turn my senior light around so you can get a better view of this card, and I can keep it still for you guys. The bright and morning star. So, desire, love, and fertility. Ishtar is the Babylonian high mother goddess who ruled fertility, love, and war. An all-consuming lover, both rapture and despair, were found in Ishtar Ishtar's embrace. Ishtar's power was not dependent on male consort, but her reign was an autonomous and absolute expression of the divine feminine. Born of the moon goddess Nigel, Ishtar was queen of heaven and virgin creatrix of the earth. So the expanded meaning with this card is now is a great time to start a family, a business, a creative adventure that fulfills your heart. You may be called upon for advice in matters of love, sex, and fertility. Lust could be confused in finding a soulmate. Desire and fertility could lead to unexpected blessings and possible disruptions and disagreements. So be true. Like Ishtar descending into the underworld to rescue and resurrect Tammuz, you would do anything for love. So, guys, several things are coming up. Spirit wants me to talk about. The first one is a lot of you, this is the time for you to start something creative. If you're thinking about starting a business, we're right here at the holidays, guys. If you got any kind of talent, if you make jewelry, if you do paintings, whatever it is, go ahead and get that out there. You are going to do well. So if you got a hobby that you do, whatever it is, get it out there. You're going to be doing well for the holidays. It's telling you now is a great time to start any kind of creative adventure. It could be a partnership in business. Also, guys, if you're wanting to start a family, telling you this is a wonderful time to start that. For those that are wanting love, that are just wanting it, wanting to find the compatible person, wanting to find someone, to be their soulmate or their twin soul, whatever and they put, there's names on everything, but you just want a compatible partner, someone that you can settle down and spend the rest of your life with. That is probably, you want someone that you can marry, in the future. You may just find that person, but I just want you to be careful and be honest with that person. Don't just settle just because you are alone in ship and you settle for the first thing that comes along, because that is not going to be in the best for your best and highest good. That's only going to cause disruption in the future. And it's also talking about lust here, guys. So don't let there's a difference between lust and love. I know, trust me. So when you're finding a soulmate and you when looking for a soulmate, make sure you understand and know the difference between lusting after a person and the difference between loving a person. So this can be a wonderful, great card. So those that are wanting to have babies and get pregnant and start families, this is a wonderful time to go ahead and hop on that and jump on it and get started with it. You are going to meet your soulmate. You are going to find that person that you're going to be compatible with, and I'm not going to say spend the rest of your life with, but that's going to be there for a very long time. You two guys, and those that are wanting to start something new, now is the time to get creative and do it. With those businesses, you got something to sell for the holidays, go for it. Jump in there. So let's see what we've got for number 2. Pravada. Goddess Pravada rules the law of cause and effect. Awesome. Sound like karma? What does it sound like? Pravada. So let's see what the book has to say about this card, Parvata. And then anything else comes through, I will let you know. It's the wheel of karma. It says Parvata, the wheel of karma. Goddess Parvata rules the law of cause and effect. So the goddess Parvata is one of the many forms of life energy in, I'm gonna not pronounce this word correct, energy or Shata. I know there's probably a different way to pronounce that. She is the unknowably but enlivening feminine force in Hindu mythology and the feminine energy in the universe. The goddess Parvata is the animating force that brings skill, power, prowess, and genius while she infuses the world with her magic. Kindness towards those in trouble, perseverant effort to, if you guys hear that noise, that's Tristan, effort till the completion of a good deed, and are traits of the goddess. Parvata, without her, life is completely inert. Her power is required to see, to hear, to feel, to think, to inhale and exhale, to walk, to eat, and to do anything else. The goddess worshipped by all gods and all other beings. So the expanded meaning here is you are at a point in your life where you will harvest what you have sown. It will be best now to create a world for yourself that is benevolent to all around you. It's time to get off the wheel of karma. Everything you do has an effect, whether on yourself or others. Be careful and walk gently and harm none. So some of you may be feeling that now. And that is my computer with its loud ass notifications. So I can turn on that. So guys, some of you may be feeling that right now. The feeling like there's karma. Feeling like you're on the down. But I want you to start right now. Feeling and thinking that you're on the good side of the wheel. Start making that benevolent life pace around you. Make sure that you are kind. I'm not saying take a bunch of crap, but make sure that you do things that are good. And that will always come back to you tenfold. So some of you are feeling like you're definitely on this wheel and things may not be going right. You may feel like you're just having a ton or just a run of bad luck. But I'm also getting this card, with this card, that things are going to be changing for you. You have to change your mind and your attitude and what your outlook on life is at this time. Because whatever you're putting out is going to come back. So if you're putting out, sometimes I was told, and I'm going to tell you, sometimes you have to fake it till you make it. So if you're feeling like everything's going against you, I want you to change that mindset and say, this is universe is having this to happen right now. There's lessons to be learned. So I accept it. State that you accept what's happening to you, and also state that you're going to get past that. And things will change. Things will get better. Put that in your mindset, especially if you feel like you're having a rough patch now. Fake it till you make it. Get out of that mindset. Know the universe, God, your ancestors, angels, nobody's punishing you. It's just the way if you want to call it universal law, the cause of the law, cause and effect, karma, destiny, whatever you want to call it, that wheel. It's time to jump off that wheel right now. Accept whatever's happening to you. Put it aside. Don't dwell on it, because that just brings more in. Put it aside, accept it, put it aside, start whatever you have to do, think positive thoughts, do your mantras, and you're going to see how quickly you change in the situation and your surroundings, whatever's going on with you, how quickly that can change for you guys. So do that. If you have to make yourself do it. If you have to write it down, type it out, and get up every morning, look in the mirror, and say that mantra or those lines, whatever it is that you need to get out of that mindset. And do it at night too. Do it during the day. So, what is the third one? A serene mermaid drifts past the remnants of an age gone by. The mermaid. We've had this card here before. So, let's see what the book has to say about the mermaid. It's all about seduction. We got lust, seduction going on this week. Love in the reading. Okay, let me find out where I was. That is rain out there coming down. So it says the mermaid seduction. A serene mermaid drifts past the remnants of an age gone by. Hold on 1 second. Let me put my glasses on here. The ideal of a mermaid seduction is an ancient one. In stories, poems, and myths, having a mermaid song was considered a haunting and hazardous experience. Typically, it lured the listener to toss aside safety and sometimes his or her whole known world and plunge into the waves. Such a leap could bring doom or it could bring salvation. Sometimes it brought both. The mermaid inevitably calls upon the unknown to impassioned world of change and possibility. Ultimately, mermaids persist in the imagination because they represent a primal human need to dive deep into the mystery of our unlived life. So, the expanded meaning here is the power of the seduction and temptation. The power of seduction and temptation is very powerful at this time. You would be wise to look at part of your life that remains unfulfilled. You are currently exploring a new path and it could prove to be the wrong path. Use discernment and go with the flow and always follow your heart. Perhaps there's a reason you haven't been tempted enough to follow the song of the siren. Don't let beauty blind you. Now, there is several different things that is coming up with this card, with the mermaid. One is not being seduced or taken advantage of doing something that you're going to regret in the long run. Because the power of seduction and temptation, man, that can be some powerful stuff at some, at a point. So if you're thinking about doing something that in your heart, that is wrong and not right, don't do it. Don't let the power, always follow your heart. And don't let that lust or that seduction and power and what is going to be a bad decision in the long run. Don't follow that. Now, for others, if it's time for you to take a dive into life's mysteries, there's a part of you that's yearning to know more, that maybe you want to do more. The whole, beautiful thing about wonder. So you're wondering about things, you're asking yourself questions, you're waking up, you've got more and more questions that need to be answered. And this card is telling you to go ahead, it's okay to go ahead and dive deep so you can find those answers. And the answers always come within. from within. Again, when you're making those decisions too, that might not be in your best interest, it's always really to go within and ask yourself. Because some of you may not be, there's a part of you that's not being fulfilled, and you may look elsewhere. You may think the grass is greener on the other side. You've heard that saying before when it's actually not. So do be very wise and careful about that when you're looking at different things that look too good to be true. And for others, you're going to be, I think some of you are going to be looking at wanting to take a new path. But I want you to make sure you check everything. This could be dealing with business, so it don't end up being the wrong decision. This is all about being, so don't jump on anything that seems too good to be true. If someone makes an offer to you or brings a proposition to you guys, make sure you do your homework, especially if it's a business proposition. Make sure you do your homework. And if it's any other kind of lustful proposition, make sure you always come from your heart and make that decision. Is it going to benefit me down the road, or is this just, one quick thing? Because the book also says such a leap could bring doom. But then again, it could bring salvation. And that can go either ways in relationships, in businesses, in business ventures, whatever it is you're dealing with. So there's a lot of different things going on this week, transitioning into November. Wow. Okay. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and every one of you. Hope this helps you in your journey through life. Blessings, my friends, and namaste.